All right, welcome back, everyone. We are continuing our playthrough where we left off last time, and we just got promoted with the God Realm of the Pyramid, and now we're going to go and check in with Bozo. So, if you don't know, you just hit Shift D to go straight to your ship.
Odachi.
Sir.
So let's go see what Bozo has to say. What I'm actually going to do. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. All right, so welcome back, everybody. We are continuing our playthrough from where we left off last time. We're going to start off with where we were at. Just got promoted by the God Realm, and now we're going to go and check in with Bozo and get probably that quest line started, and then we're going to go and see if we can't make enough cash to maybe start our own work on some level of passive income through production. So that's what we're going to do. And so here we go. So we port right to our ship. We're just going to have the Odachi go to our headquarters. I've been having issues with getting out of the chair of the Odachi, so I'm just going to let it use it as a shuttle and let it fly me where I need to go. So we have our ship set up. I think we should set it up to do some auto trading. Let's see what that looks like. Hold position. At the very least, we can have it do some filling of some shortages, and that should start building us some rank with some additional rank with the God Realm. We want to get up to enough of a point where we can actually want to be level 20, right? So our overall goal in this playthrough is going to be to support the God Realm and to get up enough of a help support their economy, and then help support the unification of the God Realm with the other Pyramid faction. I forget what they're called. Holy Order or something, I think. Yes, the Holy Order of the Pontifex.
Entering system. Right promise.
So as we do that, let's take a look at. So we're now friends. We didn't really stop in and get any licenses. I don't think we need that quite yet. What we should be doing is looking at, see if there's any missions.
I knew I could count on you.
So this is we accepted the guild mission for the war against the heretical order, and we'll be all in on that. But first we go see Bozo, and then we can start running some of these missions and building some additional reputation, getting some additional funding. We don't have much in the way of credits right now, so we're just looking to get some, get some stable passive income. What we did do as a reminder of some of our previous stuff is we have a few ships. We went and picked up the drill Vanguard that is in the void. It's an abandoned ship. We started with Trinity, what I have renamed Trinity. This is the ship that we were given, the Hyperion, and I have it doing some auto trading. We get a pretty good captain, so we can look at our captains here with the Hyperion. So the captain of, it's a 2-star. So now we have 3 2-star captains, which is
Silent witness.
actually pretty good. That sets us up okay. If we get 1 to 3 stars, we can do just some generic auto trading or even some auto mining between systems. Some advanced auto mining or advanced auto trading. Let's see how we're doing. Like I said, I've had some issues with getting up out of the Odachi, so we're gonna let it do its thing for us. One thing I've learned in some previous playthroughs as a way to potentially get some money is to put a scout. Let's right here, essentially, and have them just collect. Put a repeat order for them to collect stuff. So we're going to hit repeat order, and all we want them to is to come here and collect drops. And if they can get a bunch of drops, they can deposit it back in our office, in our headquarters, and we can use that to make money. So it's either there or up here in Getsufune, way over here, where there's tends to be a pretty good opportunity. Maybe we do both. And while I love the Odachi, it is not the fastest of ships for travel, so we probably want to upgrade our travel ship at some point, but it's fine for now. So
Entering system, Morningstar.
our player headquarters is not exactly conveniently located for this playthrough for supporting the God Realm. It's quite a ways away. Typically, the headquarters is kind of over here somewhere, or at least the previous playthrough I've done, which is with Terran. When I did the Terran guided playthrough, you ended up with I think it's Grand Exchange, which is kind of in this general area. All right. But at the very least, we want to, get with Bozo and set up our headquarters so that we can get that storyline going. That opens up a lot of other things, and potentially the ability to go and collect the experimental shuttle, which in my other playthrough, getting that shuttle was kind of a great game changer. That is a fast get around ship. There's a whole quest line to go and get that though. That probably needs some additional funding, more than we currently have. Looks like our funding just went up. So we're getting some background cash here. Our miner is getting us some cash. That's exactly what you want, right? You have this just background cash that comes in every few minutes. Eventually, you end up with $1 million, $2 million, several million. You get multiple miners going, and you'll be all set. Building your empire. Alright, looks like we are pulling in. There is a dock, alright. Wrong way. Yeah. All right, looks like we're docked.
Odachi.
Okay, won't let me out. There we go. Thank you. So I have it set to run all of the time, because otherwise I was just hitting the double forward thing all of the time, which got pretty old after a while. So that's just a nice little quality of life change you can make. All right, Boso Ta.
This installation is equipped for habitation of all races, and this I expect I could spend years.
I'm going to skip through a lot of the dialogue.
Hello there.
Hello there.
Yes, I have already made some progress. There appears to be several things we can research at this facility. Please take a look.
All right, let's look at things you can research.
As you can see, there is much to do. I personally find mention of this teleportation irresistible, but I leave it up to you to decide what we research first. Please note that these research items have certain requirements. It appears some Terran technology was being used to research teleportation over long distances.
I agree that teleportation is great. So is getting module hacks, but we will start with the basic teleportation.
Materials to get started.
Yes, we will need to extend our storage. Do we have storage modules? We do. All right, what modules do we have? We have a standard module, 1M6S, 3, that's nice. A couple of cross sections. Wonder if I can add a cross section here and add a storage module under the cross section. There we go. Confirm module change. How much money? Good. We have enough for that. We're going to confirm. Can we find a builder? All right, we're going to hire a builder. Looks like we already have some folks committed to coming in and giving us these. Do we have enough to add an energy cell to that? We do not. All right, so we'll go ahead and let that start cooking. And given that let's go to the Trader's Corner and see if there's any spaceship stuff, spacesuit stuff we can pick up. But one of the requirements for getting the experimental shuttle is to start research in research into teleportation. Believe it or not, I actually made it out there without getting the teleportation started in a previous playthrough, and so we had to actually wait for us to start research with Boso Ta before we could get the experimental shuttle.
Can I help?
Let's see what you
Here you
got
go.
for sale. Anything interesting? Let's get the hand laser. Do we have? Yes, the space thrusters Mark II are a huge quality of life item for getting out in your spacesuit. And then do we have enough? 8,000. I'm not going to leave a lot for our Trinity to do any trading, but that's okay. Got the hand laser, which is good for opening lock boxes, and yeah, actually have a few things we can sell. So let's sell the things we can, help offset some of those costs. Not a lot, but these are crafting items. We'll keep those. We're not going to get any of the seminars yet. Although maybe we'll get one of the management seminars because we're about to need a manager.
Safe journey.
All right. Now we are very broke. Spent basically all of our money. So now let's
Odachi.
I'm a little afraid to get into the Odachi's seat, given the problems I've been having. So I think what I'm going to do is that one's pretty close, so at least we can get that started. All right, Odachi, you are going to fly us here.
The ship will be undocking soon.
He's just chilling. Why is he just chilling? Behavior, fly and wait. Nope, we don't need you to fly and wait. We need you to go search for some traits. All right, we're checking in on our other folks. So these are the drops that they should be coming and picking up. Well, processing, that's a pretty expensive thing just right there. So go pick that up. Actually, we should go pick that up. Odachi. Collect drops. Don't dock. Don't dock. Go collect drops. If we can grab some of these, and I mean, I've sold them, you know, a handful of these 8x things for 1 million or 2 credits, so they can be quite nice. All right, he's gonna go pick that up. All right, Trinity is gonna be doing some trading for us. We got some drilling going.
Entering system. Morningstar.
Hopefully we can go in and get some of these drops that I think the 8x thing disappeared. Odachi. All right. All right, so we're gonna cancel this order and just go dock here. So Odachi, let's have you dock and wait.
Entering system.
Cancel that
Atikva's
order.
choice.
So it pulls directly into the station there. They'll hop out and go join the trade revolution.
Requesting permission to dock.
Deploy friend or foe mines. That means we need to buy friend or foe mines, which can be it's really easy to do, but it requires us to spend some cash. All right, looks like we're landed.
Odachi.
We're gonna go and talk to the representative here. Reen.
Trade deal has been confirmed.
This is a cutscene I can't really go away from.
Please come in. I apologize for the state of the place. Things are rather hectic at the moment.
Yeah, I totally
We've
get it. No
signed a
worries.
number of promising new trade contracts, but circumstances have left us spread a bit thin.
Green, we have an issue with the inbound ore fighter.
I hear you, doll. I'll be there in a minute. It seemingly never ends. We've prepared a freighter for you to fly over to one of our new partners. Honestly, as long as you can deliver those goods on time, I'll be happy.
Should be
If
easy.
you do that, the ship's as good as yours.
All right. It'll be another
you
way to get
screw
us a
us
nice
over-
ship.
Well, the worst we can do is revoke your docking privileges. Sorry to cut and run, but there's something that needs my attention. I look forward to seeing how you do.
All right, so
Assistant, I have discovered some troubling signals. Please hurry to the HQ to see me as soon as you can. I may need to engage your skills in matters of great importance.
Boza needs help. It's not where I wanted to go. I think that's where they were going. So the
That's the
scale of this game,
We'll grant you access now.
pretty amazing.
Take good care of her. We don't have much in the budget for repairs.
Sure.
Callisto. Sentinel.
Does this immediately show up in your list? If so, yes. So let's grab a crew member and make them a captain. Captain. You random service crew person who has. You're going to work somewhere else for me. You're going to work on this. You're going to be a captain. There you go. So that way, if something happens, we can. We'll be covered. All right, and then we're going to tell the Odachi to cover us.
Joining squad.
And get out of here. Do we already have the medical supplies that they want us to deliver? Yes, we do. All right. Off we go.
Autopilot engaged.
I use autopilot pretty extensively to help just make this this go pretty fast. Especially on the highways. Sometimes the highways I tend to not get on them quite right, and this is really good at just keeping on the highway and going crazy fast on the highway until you have to get off. So you can see with the credits rolling
Entering
in,
system. Silent witness.
we're back up to over 100,000 after we spent basically all of our credits on starting that production on headquarters, as well as just buying some quality of life items for our spacesuit. Alright, and then we can see, yep, Sentinel has sitting here collecting stuff for us. At some point, especially probably not too distant future, let them collect some of this stuff. We want to go back and actually make sure that they deposit all that stuff in the headquarters so we get it and they don't get shot by the Xenon who are continually pouring out of that
Silicon refinery.
jump gate.
Docking granted.
Can we shoot this guy?
Short range transporter. A.
Do we have any weapons? I don't look like it. No worries. Oh, okay. Docking computer. You're gonna see me oops. Not docked super well. Alright, we're going to line up here. Alright.
Successfully docked.
And trade those medical supplies.
Welcome. Hello there, Captain. I understand you're delivering goods on behalf of Hativa.
Yes, I am.
Please stand by while we run some checks.
Running checks? What checks? What checks are we running?
All clear. Sorry about that. We're happy to see Hativa move away from those sketchy dealings of the past. If it means fewer scale plate pack ships in our space, I'm all for it. Just watch your back out there, Captain.
Copy that. Alright, well, let's go back and talk to Reen. Undock. Up.
Autopilot engaged.
Alright, should be a quick trip back to talk to Reen. Let her tell us whatever she needs to tell us.
Entering system. Hatikva's choice.
We'll follow this chain maybe a little bit till we get, a solid set of cash built up. Getting this this little trading thing as a solid when I don't know if there's any other. I don't think there are ships that you get as a part of this whole thing.
Autopilot disengaged.
And if we end up needing...
Turret out of docking range.
Alright, let's get into docking range.
Docking granted.
cool. Boost our way over to the... slow down a bit. This is a, I think it's a small ship. That's a little small transport. Let's level out here. This is why people get docking computers.
You won't be able to hold out against us.
As otherwise, docking can be pretty tedious. Get up.
Still.
Go talk.
You also said it would be prevented.
All right,
good to
Dal.
see you back.
Ah, this must be the new recruit.
Okay,
Things went smoothly, I take it.
sure.
This
Pretty
is
easy.
Dal Basta. He's been helping us in our efforts to expand our business.
That's one way of putting it.
As you may have heard, a Hatikva freighter was destroyed earlier today.
Didn't hear that, but
It seems
okay.
that the Scale Plate Pact don't like the idea of us going clean.
Unfortunately, this is what happens when you act on bad intel.
That's something we're looking to improve on. If you're willing, I'd like you to help us. Our
Sure.
goal is to break all ties with Scale Plate, while making sure they don't continue harassing us.
Easier said than done.
I'm gonna say.
Right preparation. I'll have them beating out of your hand. I'll be on my ship. I look forward to working with you.
He's nothing if not confident.
Yeah, know the type.
So, what do you say?
Sure. We'll
Glad to
just
hear it.
go right to it.
Why don't you go chase Dal down?
Okay.
I'm sure he'd want to show off his ship.
Who doesn't? Everybody likes to show off their ship. Luxury docking bay. Yo, dude.
Ah, Captain. Welcome aboard my ship. She's a beauty, isn't she? She's equipped with the best surveillance and computer.
You realize you're
technology
not on your ship yet?
And you couldn't ask for a better crew. Handpicked them myself. So, what can I do for you? I'm here to give Hatikva. I specialize in analyzing and resolving troublesome situations. But to do that,
He's a
I need
consultant.
reliable information. Eager to get started. How about we give you a nice, simple... We need more information regarding scale plates. It's also something the local law enforcement... You'll be acquiring that data from one of their stations. For that, you'll need a computer worm to confuse their security... Lucky for you, we can have one prepared. You'll need a nimble ship. Perhaps a scout. Just in case, we'll send you the worm program when it's...
Okay then. So, worm program. Go hack a terminal, maybe? You're like, you don't use that trader thing that you got. Alright, Adachi, come and dock. So I could get on the Adachi. All right.
Engaging.
We have reports of an outbreak of argon flu in this sector. Would all visit...
We've uploaded the worm to your ship database. Don't worry, it won't do anything to your systems.
That's good to know. So where are we going? Sentinel, why don't you go collect some of those drops? Holy smokes.
Requesting permission to dock.
Huge yak boarding party coming in. Anybody else notice that, like, fleet of ships coming in?
This is bad.
No?
Try talking less. You might fly better. Ooh, I'm so scared.
I'm just going to sit here for a sec. Let
You'll have to do more damage than that for that.
let that you. Why don't you go deposit all of your inventory? And then we will take the Odachi and see what you got. Then maybe use that scout to do this mission. So, Odachi, go there. Trinity is doing her thing.
Engaging.
Why don't you remove that assignment? We don't really need that anymore. Are we actually undocking here?
The
Yeah, there we
safest
go.
method of delivery is through an external vulnerability. You can usually find some on poorly maintained stations. We leave it up to you which station to target. Just let the program do its thing.
So, I know from previous experience, I'll let you go. Also, deposit your inventory.
Entering system. Morningstar.
That some of the SCA stuff is like over here in Silent Witness. We'll have to figure out how to get up here into some of these territories. What is our reputation with them? Are we gonna get shot at? Nope. All right. Seems like we lost some money. I'm betting that's because Trinity took it. So let's take a look at transaction log. Yeah. All right, we're in the space weed business. Thanks, Trinity.
Entering system.
Hope we make a fair amount of cash with that. It'll be interesting to see what that nets. It looks like our building ship is just arriving, so I don't think they've even started construction yet. Let's see, plan build. Nope. We got all the resources we need for those modules. The price is coming down on the energy cell production. That's good. And we're docking. We'll go talk to Boso, see what he needs. I think this is the whole, here there's a ship scanning and doing the thing.
Odachi.
Of course, this will be the first time I've done this, and I'm not the dude that disappeared with the station. So, it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. Science.
Hello there. Welcome, my dear assistant. I am so grateful you were able to join me.
Well, I got summoned.
must inform you of some very strange goings on. The asteroid at the heart of this HQ does not seem to be an ordinary space rock.
Oh? What do you mean?
To be brief, it is emanating. I shall have to study further, but there are distinct signals permeating through the structure.
Interesting. Signals?
Indeed. As far as I can tell, the asteroid is some sort of mineral-based brain. A brain of considerable power, and it seems to be reaching out.
Reaching out to whom?
Connect with something. That is an excellent question, assistant. The signals seem to be reaching out in quite random beyond the Animus Sura. I need you to investigate. By all accounts, there should not be anything notable in that location. Jolly good. However, there is more.
More?
Abandoned vessel retrieval has certainly had an impact on the asteroid by passing the telemetry through the asteroid brain. Please do be alert to any more such artifacts that could have a connection with the asteroid.
Oh, cool. So the Odachi kind of links up with the brain, and now you have the opportunity, I think, to do some research and actually build the Odachi once you get to the point that you can build ships. But that's a long ways away for us. So I think what basically asking here is to go way, way, way to the right of the map and start the quest line that we were talking about. Let's see how these ships are doing. Callisto. It looks like they just dropped everything off, and so let's see what we got in our inventory.
The restaurant is now open for anyone wishing to dine
Go to our
before
personal
departing
office.
the station.
And see what we got. We're gonna retrieve everything. That's a fair amount of stuff. I confirm illegal items being sold to black market traders. All right. Take missions to find black market traders. All right. Very expensive space fly caviar. Did we get enough to make caviar already? No. Doesn't really look like we have enough to craft anything. So this is the crafting bench. You can craft stuff here. I actually haven't figured out what the difference between like a security apparatus, the security bypass system, security decryption system is. I also haven't figured out how to actually use the SCTA, but I have gotten it before. And we are going to want probably a bunch of these spacesuit EMPs, get some lodestones so that we can make these. So let's go over here to this trader.
How can I help?
See if I can sell him any of this stuff. Especially this. For now, we're going to try and sell basically everything we can. Bandages, steak. We're going to keep the Singularity engine because that's part of the SETA thing. Electronics. We're not going to spell the eggs. If we get enough of those eggs, they'll be quite worth it. It's like $1 million a pop kind of thing. We will go ahead and get another management seminar. Sell that, sell that, sell that, sell that, sell that. All right. Not a ton, 50K. And I guess 60K, but we're actually buying something as well. That's, as you see, that Singularity engine. Once we get multiples of them, I think we can sell those. Confirm.
Safe journey.
Let's go to the Adachi. And we will have to take control of the Adachi at some point to actually do the thing that we want to go do. Although I wonder if we go and link up with Trinity. Just going to the Pyramid Trading Station. With a load full of space weed, so they definitely have some solid buy offers. 57. Okie-doke. So why don't we go and link up with Trinity? Oops. And we'll get the Callisto. Do you have a manager yet? Here. I think you have to talk to the manager in person. All right, let's go back to the Adachi. Have them land back at the dock. Don't do that. Don't. Dock and wait. All right. Hopefully they're... Yeah, they're landing back on the thing. So we're going to go and give the manager a some training, essentially.
Odachi.
You got these for the manager to be able to leverage. Manager's office. Hello there.
Sir, can I help?
Take some training.
Goodbye.
All right, now they're a 2-star manager, and we can that should allow them to do more with the resources we end up giving them. So we go to the Adachi. I think what we're going to do is assign trade for commander. I like trade for build storage for now, because we will need to we'll eventually keep adding on to our headquarters here. And we'll probably want to build some energy cells, and then start something that we can actually sell to other folks. Energy cells, I suppose you can sell to other folks, but we want more than that. That is the start of another
We would
mission.
like to remind visitors that dropping litter anywhere other than an approved recycling station carries an automatic 500 credit fine.
Alright, we're going to the Odachi. And we're going to go meet up with Trinity. And with Trinity, at least I know I can fly that. Pretty sure it's Pious Miss, right? Yeah, Trinity's headed there. It'll get there well before we do, I think. Maybe not. We're going to be able to hit the superhighway. Yeah, so there's nothing for that to do at the moment. I may just remove that assignment. What can we give them? Can have them repeat orders, find a profitable trade route, and just have them run that. What is this space weed? What is this? It's sold here. Where is it bought? Hopefully someone buys space weed. Trinity? Why are you running space weed if nobody buys it? Huh. Important message. Let's take a look. Oh yeah. I gotta go scan the thing. We'll save that for later. That's no longer top of our list of things to do.
Entering system. Morningstar.
Enemy spotted.
Alright, let's see how we're doing. Sentinel's still there, picking up stuff. Good. Don't need the trade overlay. What does other actually end up doing? Huh. I didn't know there were shortcuts to that. Apparently you can use 1, 2, and 3 as a shortcut for filtering on trade, mining, and other. Not really sure what other is, but we'll go with it. And apparently one of the SCA stations is, yeah, right there in the same location. Alright, let's see if we can find
Entering system. Atikva's choice.
a trade. Let's see, maybe hull parts? Nope. We're not seeing anybody that's buying stuff yet.
Entering system. Argon Prime.
Alright, let's just see what in general what folks are buying. Advanced electronics, energy cells. Yeah.
Entering system. Second contact. Entering system.
Alright,
True
we're going
sight.
to change your behavior. Just hold position. Make that a confirm. And then I'm just going to ask you to dock there.
Entering system. Holy vision.
Oh, Trinity made us a fair amount of cash. Look at that.
Entering system. Pontifex's claim.
Running space weed would be pretty profitable.
Entering system. Ice mists.
Maybe we should let Trinity just keep doing its thing. I'll just take the Adachi out to and risk not being able to get up. That was a really, really frustrating bug. I'm not really sure why that happened, but I encountered a bug where I couldn't actually get up out of the seat. Which is why I'm not actually flying the ship everywhere we're going here. Wonder if we can have them switch captains and then go and have the Adachi actually do some of this trading. Alright, so let's take a look at our captains. Manager, captain. Oh, the Adachi captain actually is already skilled enough, so we'll just make the Adachi make its default behavior be fill shortages. Anything is fine. Hit confirm. And release it to do its thing. And we will take on ownership of Trinity here. Undock and then head out into the unknown. I'll head to see who's down. I think Bright Promise is where.
Autopilot engaged.
Where we can start getting out to where we can get start the experimental shuttle mission chain. And oddly enough, the Hyperion / Trinity, its travel speed is actually significantly faster than the Adachi's. Takes a while to get up to speed, but it definitely does get up to speed. And the other caveat is Hyperion can not use the space highway, but where we're going, we don't need roads.
Entering system. Unholy retribution.
And going 7,000 plus in travel speed, I mean that's hauling. Go, go, go.
Autopilot
Waiting on.
disengaged.
Autopilot, I guess, likes to slow down to go through the gates. That's not the most efficient way to get through all of these. So we're coming up on an hour of recording time already. So I think what we're going to do is end this once we get to the location that we're headed to start the mission chain. Alright, once we get to Bright Promise here, we'll be looking
Entering
to
system. Bright Promise.
take a right.
Unknown object.
Unknown object. Unknown gate. We go straight through this gate, through another gate, and
Entering system. Yanamus Zura.
Good day to you, Assistant. I see you have found your way to Yanamus Zura. I have my suspicions that the dormant gate may have reopened. Please investigate.
I will do so. A dormant gate, you say? Where could it go?
Unknown object.
Here we go.
My word, you have indeed detected a newly active jump gate. I believe further exploration is in order.
In the name of the Grandmother, I welcome you, stranger. Perhaps you can visit me at my station. I hope you will excuse me. We do not get many visitors. I am Quetanot Gantelios. I would dearly love to tell my friends I have met an outsider.
Well, with that, we will stop the recording. We've met these aliens who apparently don't meet many outsiders. And now we'll get an opportunity to see where this goes. Thanks, everybody, for listening and coming with me on this adventure. Until next time, thank you.